And you learn about what is law of one that we talk about. Law of one, all are God. Not that there's a religion believing in a one God that's a boy or a girl. You like goddess, you like God. Well, it's polarized. You start focusing on gender in the quality of God. It's a misconception. It's a misunderstanding. It's a distortion. This is the Guardian point of view. You have your own point of view. You are God, sovereign, free. We believe so. Even if your God says otherwise, you are God, you are sovereign, you are free because of law of one. All are one. Not a human law, not some alien law. It's a universal law. Law of one. That all are one. At least highly evolved ET races are following the law of one. Choosing light and love, and that respecting all consciousness, not trying to manipulate it, not trying to vampire it, not trying to, hurt it, not trying to kill it. You get some sick people. You can get some cruel kids. You can look at the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom is cruel. Humans can be cruel. So there's some darkness. There is a darkness in this consciousness. And we're a race having a collective consciousness. Have you heard of the collective consciousness? You can go there. And you do usually, anyways, in your normal brain and awareness functioning. You are perceiving other beings. It's just that an empath is someone who can perceive a lot more than you do. You could develop that skill too, but because we're all psychic in the end, we're all going to have this junk, this DNA, junk DNA, recreated, fragmented. It means it's a bunch of puzzle pieces on the floor. Now you got to figure it out and put them together. Put this together, this fragmented DNA together, not with some robotics, not with some technology, with your consciousness, with thoughts, with visualizations that you will learn if you want to focus on spiritual ascension. You're learning and training, practicing scalar mechanics, which is using specific colors, waveform. It's a spectrum of light. There's a whole bunch of colors, and all of them make up light. So there's a spectrum. So through science, realize that, there's somewhere here a first dimension, a second dimension, a third dimension, a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's a 15-dimensional system. Spectrum. Remember, it's color waveform. It is using and associating those red as a low vibration, literally. Lower vibration than orange. A lower frequency in the spectrum. So as you go through the spectrum of red into the spectrum of orange, those are hues, different hues on the way up to orange are sub-frequencies. So you have base red turning into levels of red up to orange-ish and then to orange. That's 12 levels. I mean, obviously there's even more colors, like in Adobe Photoshop has millions, right? You can have in your program, art program. Well, I don't need that many. You see, we have a spectrum, and each one is a different location in this spectrum. And we are changing our spectrum of blue. Well, this is blue, and that would focus on the fifth dimension. In the spectrum of light, you are focusing on blue or red or orange or yellow or green, heart chakra green. Third eye is indigo. That's why indigo children, that means they have the third eye. A kid and adults, I'm just saying, isn't it a trip to know that a kid could be more psychic than you because you're fresh from spirit? You don't have distortions until the human parents and human teachers and the human bosses and human government, and damn, by the time you get through all those levels, they take out the indigo in you. They try to take it out. So you don't think about spirits, you don't think about energies, you don't see and experience those things. They try to make you stop thinking and doing those things. So you become asleep, sleeping indigo. And you feel embarrassed. They instill shame or embarrassment if you start practicing or going towards studying that stuff. You have to go to church with us, honey. Get rid of that satanic stuff. Luciferian stuff. Some of you were raised in strict religions. This is how they are. This is how they are. They judge you. You're judged. You're being judged because their God teaches them to judge. It's in the beginning, God. It's a Anunnaki creed, baby. You hear Jehovah. Oh, right. Jehovian Anunnaki. Wait, Anu Elohim. We're talking about the feline aquatic apes. The Anu that became the Anu Elohim, which created the Jehovian Anunnaki. And the Jehovian Anunnaki are you're worshiping a dark avatar as a holy being. As a holy being. So as guardians are coming in, indigo children are coming in, they're bringing back the knowledge, the understanding, the realization, the memory, the code. You're becoming a guardian. You're learning truth. This is going to be like an age of truth, an age of disclosure, exposure. So revealing, enlightening reveals what was once unilluminated. Now it's shown for all of us to see. What was once harming us is now exposed and naked before the whole world. If you are awakening, if you're part of the spiritual awakening, you won't have to go through that shit. If you aren't, if you're one of those trolls out there, one of those haters out there, well, you're going to inherit this horrible, you would say miserable existence and be stuck in reincarnation, being in this tyranny of this extraterrestrial races who are just salivating, waiting, can't wait to get rid of most of us and then have little puppets for entertainment purposes only. What the hell else do they need you for? So that's one possible path for you if you don't follow and get, if you don't actually transform your chakra, your fourth strand, heart, and your fifth strand, throat, which is fourth dimension, fifth dimension. You need to access at least up to fifth dimension. That's your doorway, your escape entrance. Otherwise, you will be facing this tyranny or extraterrestrial martial law. And this is what the Guardians talk about in Voyagers and beyond.